Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why is my butt getting flatter, even though I stay active? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. For many adults over 50, the backside slowly loses shape, especially on the sides and upper area. What used to look lifted and rounded can start to appear flat, saggy, or even concave in jeans. Some people call them hip dips. Others just feel like something is missing. Most people blame aging, or they think the solution is simple. I just need to do more glute exercises. But here's the truth almost no one tells you. You cannot rebuild your glutes if your pelvis is out of position. The question is, why glute exercises stop working after 50? Your glutes, especially the gluteus medius, the side glute that gives shape and fullness, cannot activate properly when your pelvis is misaligned. As we age, sitting more and moving less often causes the pelvis to tilt forward, shift to one side, or rotate slightly. And when that happens, the connection between your brain and your glutes weakens. So even if you walk every day, do bridges, or perform squats, the shape doesn't come back. Not because you're lazy, not because you're too old, but because the foundation is off. Before we build muscle, we must fix pelvic control. In this video, you'll learn two simple science-backed movements designed specifically for adults over 50. First, the first movement resets your pelvic alignment. Second, the second movement builds strength and fullness in the correct glute muscles. Together, they fix flat glutes from the inside out. And before we continue, if you're over 50, comment below with your first name, age, and where you're watching from. This channel isn't just videos, it's a growing community choosing strength, balance, and better movement. Most people believe flat glutes come from not doing enough squats or stopping exercise altogether. But research shows something very different. Your pelvis is the control center of your lower body. It determines how your hips, spine, and glutes work together. When the pelvis is aligned, glutes activate properly, muscles grow and stabilize, movement feels natural. But when it's tilted or shifted, which is very common after 50, other muscles step in to compensate. Your lower back works harder, your thighs take over, and your glutes slowly switch off. Studies have shown that pelvic misalignment significantly reduces glute activation, even during traditional glute exercises. That's why people say, I exercise, but my butt still looks flat. The muscle isn't in the right position to work. So before strengthening, we must reconnect. Exercise number 1 is wall hinge with lateral shift. Before you build your glutes, you must realign their foundation. This first movement is not a squat. It's not a stretch either. It's a retraining drill that helps your brain find your glutes again, especially the side glutes. What this exercise does: realigns your pelvis into a neutral position, activates the gluteus maximus and gluteus medius, balances left and right hips, restores proper movement patterns. This gently reverses the effects of years of sitting. How to do it: stand 6 to 8 inches in front of a wall facing away, feet shoulder-width apart, knees soft. Push hips back until your butt lightly touches the wall. Keep your spine long. Shift hips slightly left, feel the right glute. Return to center. Shift right, feel the left glute. Stand up slowly. That's 1 rep. Do 8 to 10 slow reps for 2 sets. Move slowly. Keep weight even. This is about control, not effort. This small movement creates a big neurological reset. Exercise number 2 is wall-facing squat with calf raise. Now that your pelvis is aligned, it's time to build shape and strength. This second movement targets the gluteus medius, the calves, the core, and your balance. The question is, why this exercise is powerful. Facing the wall forces an upright spine, proper knee tracking, correct glute loading. Adding a calf raise increases stability and real-world strength. Now I tell you how to do it. Stand facing a wall 6 to 8 inches away, feet slightly wider than hips, hands lightly on the wall. Lower into a comfortable squat. At the bottom, lift both heels. Hold 1 to 2 seconds. Lower heels and stand back up. Do 10 to 12 controlled reps for 2 to 3 sets. Stay tall, knees gently pushed outward. Move slowly and with control. This teaches your body to fire glutes first, not knees or back. This matters after 50 because these two movements work together as a system. Restore alignment, rebuild strength, improve balance, fill out the sides of the glutes. And you don't need a gym, weights, or fancy equipment, just consistency. Here's the truth no one told us when we were younger. You don't lose your glutes because you age. You lose them because of inactivity and misalignment. But now you know better. This isn't about chasing soreness. It's about reclaiming your foundation. When that happens, movement feels smoother, balance improves, confidence returns, and yes, your backside looks fuller again. But more importantly, you gain freedom. Freedom to move. Freedom to trust your body. So tell me in the comments, which movement are you most excited to try? And if this helped you, share it with someone you care about, because stronger glutes aren't about looks, they're about living fully.